Can dogs recognize themselves in a mirror? The answer, surprisingly, is mostly no. Most dogs don't pass what's called the mirror test. This is a psychological experiment designed to see if an animal understands that the reflection they're seeing is actually them. Unlike humans and some other really clever animals like certain primates, dogs typically don't grasp this concept. They don't look in the mirror and think, "Hey, that's me." Instead, they often treat their reflection like another dog. You might see them barking, sniffing, or even trying to play with it, or sometimes they'll just completely ignore it. Why is this? Well, dogs live in a world dominated by scent and sound, not vision. Their sense of identity is built around how they smell, not how they look. So the visual image in the mirror just doesn't carry the same meaning for them. They simply don't have the same concept of what their own face looks like that we do. They might recognize familiar humans in a reflection because they recognize their scent, but they don't seem to make that connection with their own image. So, to put it simply, your dog probably has no idea what their own face looks like in the mirror. They're much more interested in what that other dog smells like. Remember, dogs interpret the world through scent and sound, and that's how they form their sense of identity. Do dogs have a sense of time? Yes. Well, it's not like they're checking their watches, but they absolutely perceive time through their own unique lens. Primarily, they experience time through routines, biological rhythms, and their incredible sense of smell. You've probably noticed your dog seems to know when it's dinner time or when you're about to come home. That's because they're very attuned to daily patterns. Their internal clock, their circadian rhythm, helps them anticipate events, and their powerful nose, that allows them to gauge how long you've been gone by how your scent fades in the house. So while they don't understand hours and minutes, they definitely know when time has passed, and they're especially good at knowing when it's time for something good to happen. Why are dogs so attached to their owners even though we're different species? Dogs evolved alongside humans for thousands of years. Over time, they've developed strong social bonds with us. They see their owners as part of their pack and rely on us for emotional support, safety, and affection. This attachment is driven by both biology and experience. Dogs read our emotions, understand our routines, and thrive on companionship. Their loyalty isn't just instinct, it's a deep social connection. Can dogs fall in love? Dogs release oxytocin, the same hormone humans produce when bonding. This means they feel deep affection, attachment, and trust toward their favorite humans and even other animals. While they don't experience romantic love the same way humans do, they do form strong emotional bonds and can even grieve the loss of a companion. Their loyalty and emotional intelligence are a big part of what makes them man's best friend. Do dogs have memory? Absolutely. Dogs have both associative memory, remembering based on experiences and connections, and episodic-like memory, recalling past events. They remember people, places, and routines, even after long periods. While they may not have memory in the same structured way humans do, they remember being scolded or rewarded, who feeds them, and even where they buried a bone weeks ago. How many dog years equal 1 human year? You've probably heard the old saying that 1 dog year equals 7 human years, right? Well, that's actually a myth. It's much more complex than that. The truth is, a dog's aging process isn't linear. They age rapidly in their first 2 years of life. Think of it this way. A 1-year-old dog is roughly equivalent to a 15-year-old human, and a 2-year-old dog is closer to a 24-year-old human. So those first 2 years are a huge growth spurt. After those first 2 years, the aging process slows down a bit, but it still varies depending on the dog's breed and size. Smaller breeds tend to live longer and age more slowly, while larger breeds age more quickly. This is likely due to the increased metabolic demands placed upon larger bodies. So after those first 2 years, a dog generally ages about 4 to 5 human years for every dog year. But even that's just a rough estimate. For example, a giant breed dog might age more like 6 or 7 human years per dog year after the first 2 years, while a small breed dog might age more like 4. Can dogs see colors, or is it all black and white? Dogs don't see in black and white, but their color vision is different from humans. While humans have 3 types of color receptors, cones in their eyes, allowing us to see a wide spectrum of colors, dogs only have 2. This means that while they can see some colors, their range of vision is more limited. Dogs primarily see shades of blue and yellow. They are able to differentiate between these colors because they have receptors for blue and yellow wavelengths. However, they lack the red and green receptors that humans have, so colors like red, orange, and green appear as various shades of gray or brown to dogs. For instance, a red ball may appear as a dark brownish-gray color, while yellow objects are much brighter and easier for them to detect. Why do dogs kick grass after they pee or poop? Dogs kicking grass after they pee or poop is a common behavior, and while it may seem like they're trying to cover their waste, the action serves a different purpose, marking their territory. This behavior is tied to the dog's natural instinct to communicate with other dogs and assert dominance or claim ownership of a particular area. When dogs kick their back legs after eliminating, they are not just moving dirt or grass around, they are using the scent glands in their paws to release a special scent that is unique to them. This scent marking helps establish their presence and territorial boundaries. The scent left behind is a form of non-verbal communication, allowing other dogs to understand that this area has been claimed. Why do dogs tilt their heads? Ever wonder why dogs do that adorable head tilt? They're not just being cute. It's actually their way of improving their hearing. Dogs have ear muscles that allow them to pinpoint sounds more accurately by adjusting the angle of their heads. Some experts also believe they tilt their heads to better see our facial expressions, helping them understand human emotions. Can dogs remember their mother after years of separation? Yes, dogs can remember their mother, but it depends on a few factors. If they were together for a long time, puppies who stay with their mother for several months rather than just the standard 8 weeks are more likely to remember her scent and behavior even years later. A dog's sense of smell is powerful. Studies show that dogs can recognize the scent of their mother and litter mates even after years of being apart. In one study, dogs preferred sniffing cloths with their mother's scent over unfamiliar dogs. However, memory fades over time. If separated at a young age and never reunited, a dog may not recognize its mother in the same emotional way humans do. They might react positively to the familiar scent, but won't necessarily remember specific moments from puppyhood. How do dogs know when their owner is coming home? Dogs have an incredible sense of smell which is up to 100,000 times stronger than humans. Over time, they learn to associate the fading scent in the house with the time their owner usually returns. Some researchers also believe dogs may pick up on subtle environmental cues, like the sound of your car engine or daily routines, allowing them to predict when you're coming home. But how do dogs know it's their owner's car among so many? Dogs recognize their owner's car by its unique sound, scent, and routine. Their sharp hearing picks up specific engine noises, their powerful sense of smell detects their owner's scent from a distance, and their memory helps them associate certain times with arrival. Do dogs actually dream? Yes, dogs experience REM, rapid eye movement sleep, just like humans. This is the stage where dreams occur. If you've ever seen your dog twitching, whimpering, or even moving their legs as if they're running, they're probably dreaming. What do dogs dream about? Studies suggest that dogs dream about their daily lives, chasing a ball, playing with other dogs, exploring new places, or even thinking about their owners. If you see your dog twitching, paddling their paws, or softly barking in their sleep, they might be dreaming about running or playing. Can dogs have nightmares? Unfortunately, yes. Dogs who have experienced trauma, like rescues from bad situations, may have distressing dreams, leading to whimpering or sudden movements in their sleep. It's best not to wake them suddenly as they may be disoriented. Do you know that dogs can smell your emotions? Yes. Dogs have an extraordinary sense of smell, up to 100,000 times stronger than humans, and they use it to detect subtle changes in your body chemistry. When you're happy, sad, stressed, or even sick, your body releases different hormones and chemicals that change your scent. Your dog picks up on these changes instantly. When you're happy, your body produces more serotonin and dopamine, the feel-good hormones. Your dog can smell this shift and may become more playful, energetic, or excited. When you're stressed or anxious, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, and adrenaline. Your dog detects this and may respond by staying close to you, acting protective, or showing signs of concern. Do you know why dogs kick their legs when you scratch their belly? Ever noticed your dog's legs start kicking like crazy when you scratch their belly? That's called the scratch reflex. What is the scratch reflex? The scratch reflex is an involuntary response controlled by the dog's nervous system. When you scratch a specific spot, usually around their belly, chest, or sides, it stimulates nerves under the skin that are connected to the spinal cord. This sends a signal to the leg muscles, causing that automatic kicking motion. Why does this happen? In the wild, this reflex helps dogs shake off irritants like fleas, ticks, or other pests that might be crawling on their skin. Some dogs are more sensitive than others. If your dog kicks a lot, it means the nerves in that area are easily triggered. While some dogs love belly rubs, others may find the scratch reflex overwhelming. If your dog moves away or seems uncomfortable, it's best to stop. Do you know why dogs bury bones? Ever caught your dog burying a bone in the yard or hiding treats in the couch? This quirky behavior comes from their wild ancestors and is called caching. Dogs instinctively bury food, toys, or treats as a way to store them for later, even if they don't actually need to. This behavior dates back thousands of years when wild dogs and wolves had to hide extra food to survive. Wild dogs didn't always know when they'd get their next meal, so they'd bury food to prevent it from spoiling or being stolen by other animals. Even though modern dogs don't need to hunt, the instinct to hide prized items is still strong, especially in breeds known for digging.